It's a building that's meant so much to the city of New Orleans and all of its residents over the years. And our coverage of the NFL has brought us to it, Caesars Superdome. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And here we go from New Orleans. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Levis. This is complete to Olave. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. On the play fake, it's Levis. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Levis now off the play fake. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. He's got it at the 24. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Carl Granderson in on the tackle. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Justin Reed with the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
The Saints add a 5th defensive back here, 3rd down coming up. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. This time it's a passing play. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again is Baker. This ball's caught by Palmer. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Chubb running out of the gun. They'll cobble together a yard there. Paul Granderson in on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Fits it through the middle. And in, touchdown Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. He fields it from the 8. And he's out a little short of the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Levis. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. At the 22-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Pressure coming, Baker. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Baker now from the gun. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. to continue the series.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Mayfield to throw again. Has it at the back of the end zone, but the throw carries him out of bounds. It's incomplete.
Well, he had the space from the defender and the concentration to make a great catch. What he didn't have was enough end zone real estate. That's just a very, very exciting incompletion.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. Baker throwing again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Mayfield now on third and goal. Puts it down close. And this is down all the way to the 3.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, do it through training camp, you do it in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a fourth to try to reach that end zone. Mayfield to throw for it. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers parlay the interception into points. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on fourth and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Levis. Olave with the catch. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They have 3rd and 4 to start out. Shotgun now for Levis. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
They'll bring out the punter here. Trey Palmer on the return for the Buccaneers. And he doesn't put much height or distance on that one. And the fair catch brought in right at... We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be their football. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Chubb. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. That play wrapped up by Mario Davis. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Free up the middle, gets a breakaway. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 20-zip lead. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers stretch their lead to 21. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Levis setting to throw. He'll get this one to Brooks. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Levis here on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Yaya Diaby brings him down.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly, avoid a loss.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
49, Mike 49.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Handoff here for Miller. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Mike 54. Yeah, Mike 54.
Levis. Taken in by Shaheed. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
There we go.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. This one's taken in by Hill. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. And it's the Saints with a 4th and 3. So the Saints send out Blake Grupe for the try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Mikatomny's kick is good. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Rashad White on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he hits the deck after setting him up with 1st and goal. They get 13 on the pickup. And that will set up 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Mayfield now from the gun. He's on the move.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Buccaneers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers grow their lead yet again. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Return coming from the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Short. 54 Rita, hut.
Throwing now on first down. Levis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge? There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Here's White on the return. And look at this return. And that'll put them up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters into his own hands.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers grow the lead coming out of halftime. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers continue piling on to this lead.
Saints 3. Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. Starting at the 10. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Levis now against the blitz. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Hey, come on, come on. Here.
Levis from the shotgun. Throw right side, cut by Olave. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Right 5-4. Odd. Army.
Levis now on first down. That's complete. Here's Brooks. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
Like 13, like 13.
Levis throwing again. Gets this one to Shaheed. And they take him down right along the 30.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
From the gun, Levis. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up third down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Straight ahead, here's Miller. No gain on the play. That brings up a tough decision for them on fourth down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Running once more with Miller. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Levis back to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Like 54, like 54. Rita.
From the red zone now. He brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Army! They like 13.
Here's Levis. The throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Baker now off to play fake. Hauled in by Godwin. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Offense set for a 1st and 10. They are running from the gun with Chubb. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to hold him down near the line.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Mayfield now, blitz coming. Caught by Godwin on the slant. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Shove here on 1st down. And he's going to take this down inside the 25 before being stopped. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
From the 24. That's going to be caught by Evans. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. The rookie from Michigan, there that time.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Baker now from the gun. That's caught for the 1st. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd and 3 now. Again, it's Chubb. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Buccaneers continue piling it on here in the 4th. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers tack on 7 more to their lead.
Saints 6. Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Looking for the back that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Levis throwing again on 2nd down. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Throwing his Levis on third down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. Saints just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Like 54. Zero's down. 49 window.
Shotgun now for Levis. Running in the red zone. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
On the move, headed right. Intercepted in the end zone. Marquise Bell making the play.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to Chubb to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here's Chubb on 2nd down. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 4 yards on the pickup. That's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Chubb going. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And the offense is there to cover it. They'll avoid a final turnover as time runs out. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And this